All right, we want to welcome y'all to another episode of Bad and Sober. I'm your host, Trisco X. We got our co-host over here,
Terrence.
And I got 3 instead of 2 special guests today. And I'm going to allow them to all introduce themselves.
I'm Teddy. Y'all can follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Ted the Movie. My Facebook is Teddy Walker. Also on Bigo, my Bigo ID is Ted the Movie. I really be out here just chilling, working. That's really it.
Raven, y'all can follow me on Instagram, They Love Raven 2, Snapchat, RDeWayne10.
Jazz, you can follow me on Instagram at GoJazz, GEAUX. 2 S's on the jazz. I need to put that right.
That's it? That's all we can follow you on?
I mean, yeah.
So what you be doing with yourself like that, man? Man, chilling, working.
Good shit.
Ready?
Work. That's about it.
Oh, shit.
Drink.
What was on from the pandemic?
Right.
Turn up. They still got They still got points and shit going on. We good.
Coronavirus.
That's still the coronavirus?
Well, yeah.
It's real. I went out last night and nobody in the club had on a mask. Nobody.
Yeah.
I seemed like it was like weird, but I had on my mask. I ain't give a fuck.
That's like church. Like an alien now.
It's okay. It's okay. I'll be a clean alien. You know what I'm saying?
How you drink in the club with the mask on? You ain't drinking.
I was drinking.
So you pull it down?
Yeah, I was
so you think Kobe gonna be like, hold on, y'all, hold up.
They might go around me and go to the next person. Like, oh yeah,
Kobe gonna be like, hold up, let him hit his cup before we get him.
Let me get my last sip. If I can't taste nothing else, you know.
That's the thing, that motherfucking Kobe will take everything, taste everything.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah, be dealing with a COVID patient. He had COVID.
I had it.
Yeah, COVID
That
before.
was in December.
He said he didn't want to believe it was COVID. He just think he had the flu.
I had COVID.
But he couldn't taste
No
it.
taste, no smell, nothing.
Yeah, don't worry. He wouldn't come around. That motherfucker had to be gone for a little
I had
while.
pain, all that. Shit ain't no joke.
Couldn't taste no food.
Oh, you couldn't.
But you don't cook with seasoning anyway, so
Couldn't
it's
taste
hard for you to really judge it.
Couldn't smell nothing, I'm telling you. Because at first I was just stopped up, but like after about a week, couldn't smell nothing.
Ain't nobody else had it? Yeah, cool.
My mom had it, but she was non-symptomatic like the whole time. She was just,
So she had it, but she ain't feel nothing.
she didn't feel nothing. Nothing. She just chilling.
So she just came back positive.
Yeah, she just came back positive.
Fake.
Came
Like, I
back.
don't.
But a bitch, shoot, we 2 weeks off,
Like,
right? She ain't tell me.
Yeah, 2 weeks off.
It's like I got 2 weeks off too, shit. I was like, I was exposed. You know, my mama the day of. Got me some 2 weeks off and pay.
Oh, that's the key though. With that pay,
Oh wait.
shit, I've been around a motherfucker 2 weeks off.
Right.
But I don't want to do it.
Right. I'm good on that.
Oh, yeah. So, Ray, what you do for a living? You don't want to be asking?
I mean, I could say it, but people ain't gonna really
Understand what it is?
understand. So I'm a rice grader. So I inspect rice.
Oh,
I mean,
I thought you'd be giving them grades and all that. Like, you know, that little commercial with the M&Ms.
no, man.
No?
Oh, I work at Walmart.
A word?
Mm-hmm.
And you get a discount? Oh, I'm not at you about that. Okay.
It's only 10%.
Yeah, you just do the live streaming?
I do the live streaming. Also, I work at a hospital, the local hospital in Lake Charles.
Oh, shit, that's why you see all the COVID patients, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that's coming up there, y'all, to take this to take the cure. Okay.
So you believe they got a cure in it, or you just think?
Vaccine.
I mean, that's, yeah, you know, the vaccine. But
Antidote.
I don't know, man. I don't know about that.
So you
You
take
have to
the
have a little
vaccine?
bit of that in it to get.
Right.
Kind of like the flu shot?
Yeah.
Right.
So,
So you taking the vaccine?
only if it's mandatory at my job. It's mandatory for the flu shot, so I take that. But when they talking about that corona, I don't know. I don't know. Let me let a whole bunch of people be test dummies first, and then I'm gonna be, let them all croak and choke and all that. Then I'm gonna be like the healthiest person.
No, you ain't messing with it?
Unless you get
You don't messing with the vaccine? No?
If everybody else getting one,
You're right, you feel like you get
Some
flu.
people too.
That's how I feel. I feel like the COVID been going on for a whole year and I ain't catch it yet. I feel like I'm gonna take my chances on not catching it than take the actual vaccine.
I'm good too. That's a good note.
No,
But you see a lot of people not wearing masks though. That's
I
crazy.
know I don't even care about no mask no more. 'Cause I was wearing a mask every time. Every day to work I wear. I still quite that shit. So and I was traveling too, so I was wearing masks traveling also. But
Still fine?
Still quite that shit.
But you small. That's probably
it
behind you.
It set y'all. Had to sit me down. I was moving too much.
That's the problem. We're working being delivered, so
But I was delivering to the hospital. And I ain't had no fever, so that's why they let me go in. And I ain't telling them I had symptoms. I'm like,
But you said, what is delivering these people
Exposing
sick?
everybody.
They're like, you got symptoms? We nah.
You can't taste shit that you tell them that.
You can't even taste the lie.
So let's dive straight in, Tab. I just want to know, you know what I'm saying? Like, my first question, I feel like I'm a nosy, so I want to know. Like, do y'all feel like being, what's the word I can use? What, homosexual? You know, in LA, do y'all feel like y'all born like that? That's the first question I want to know.
I'm gonna say on my end, I kind of feel that way. I'm gonna say yeah, because I never was really attracted to women at all. It was like I was raised by women, so of course I seen and I felt and I knew how to treat the opposite sex. I mean the same sex, but it's like when it came to a woman, it just didn't work. Tried it. I had a girlfriend. I remember my 15th birthday, she gave me a condom. I was like, nah, I'm not fucking with this. I'm not comfortable at all. Like, and I had already had intercourse with the male, so then I already knew she was just like a cover, and then.
So, you never been like with a woman at all?
I've never slept with a woman. Never.
That's crazy.
I've seen multiple body parts of a woman. Like, they don't mind just being naked in front of me because of course I'm gay, but I'd be like, y'all need to cover that shit up. Like, I don't want to see all that. So, nah, I've never been with a woman.
No?
Never. And I'm 28.
So you just don't find them attractive?
I appreciate them though. I tell them they paved the way for me.
Yeah.
Y'all paved the way, baby. I appreciate you for real. Because I mean, without my sisters and my mama, I wouldn't know how to be the person that I am today.
Right.
You know.
Don't you really feel like you was born?
I would say yeah. Like he said, I had a boyfriend to cover up until it was accepted, but never had sex with a dude before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never?
It happened.
Y'all never had the interest just to try, just to see,
I
maybe?
tried it. I mean, I didn't try it, but like I was thinking, I thought about it. It's just, honestly, it wouldn't arouse me.
Right.
It wouldn't arouse me. It's not the same. I don't know. And it's still weird for me on my end because I'm like, how can I be attracted to the same, you know what I'm saying, to a man? And I know myself that it's supposed to be a woman, but it's just,
Right.
it
And I
don't
feel
feel
like
right to
you
me.
can't really fight it. Like, you can only fight it for so long.
I'm about to say, once you've been away so long, you probably
What you
I have a
got?
good question.
What you got?
With homosexuals, when do y'all start getting sexual urges for the same sex? Like, do it happen like when y'all young, or does it happen like when you get further on down the line and you start, I guess, getting closer to an adult? You know what I'm saying? Because as children, we lust over females and shit we seen on TV. So like, if you knew as a young person, did y'all have like sexual urges for the opposite sex then?
I can kind of say it's like what and what because at the end, like I just feel like I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it. Me thinking back in the day, it was like it was never really an interest in a woman for me. Like I don't know. It's weird. Honestly, I always say that it's so weird for me. Being 28 and I've been a homosexual since I was 14. I came out the closet. I still find it weird that I am attracted to men. I don't know. It's just.
What about you, man?
I will see. It started with a female. Can we show something? I was like,
It's authentic. You make everything authentic.
I got my ass beat, y'all, like beat. And so I was like, okay, maybe this isn't right. And then I tried it with some male. And I was like, this ain't me.
Just wasn't feeling it.
It wasn't working for me. So
What was the difference between both? Just attraction?
yeah, it definitely, and I'm just like get off me, like a dude. Get off me. It's not working for me. Get off me.
So how was it? How you was to say 14?
14.
Raven? How you was when you
I
finally
was
see?
16, 14, but I came out. Well, I mean, everybody knew, but you know, it just not. I wasn't just like, oh, I'm gay. You know,
Right.
about after high school.
Right. Oh, when you got your
I
ass beat.
know I got my ass beat. I was in like 4th or 5th grade, so I don't know how old that is.
It was so much harder then.
How y'all feel about it now? Like how it's more accepted?
Yeah, it's more
like,
accepted,
do y'all feel
so
more
it's-
comfortable? Or y'all feel like, damn, I should have been did this? Or
I honestly, I just feel like it was, I didn't give a fuck. I didn't give a fuck. Honestly, because my mom raised me to not give a fuck. Like, she told me, she was like, son, you're black, you're already being judged because of that. She said, and because I didn't tell them, they found out from the streets in which I moved from New Orleans back to Lake Charles. And once I moved to New Orleans, I don't know, it was just something came over me. I was like, I'm not about to. New Orleans make you feel more free.
Right.
Lake Charles is a cool town that really white and closed in. So it's like when I moved home, I was like, man, I ain't about to hide this no more. So I started acting myself. And then once I moved to Lake Charles, it got around, and then my parents found out, and they asked me one day when I walked home from school, they was like, son, are you gay? I was like, honestly, yeah. She was like, well, that's just more for people to judge you about. You're black already. She said she wouldn't let me go dreads because she said that was a stereotype. She was like, you want to go dreads so bad, but you're not getting them until you move out of the house. She said, now you're gay. She said, I love you because you're my child, but I won't condone it. And so she said, that's another reason to be judged. And she said, you got one more strike, and that's if you get in the system. And that's you in there, like the people gonna be judging you, and now I'm in the system, so it's like, you know what I'm saying?
So you grew up with like the father around?
I did. I grew up with a stepfather around. And
So how you felt?
he was cool with it. He was cool with it. I wasn't really his child, but he raised me all of my life, so it was kind of like I am his child, But he was cool with it. My real dad, it was like he was more open than my mom. He was like, son, it's whatever. It's you. That's you.
Right.
I still love you. I ain't tripping over that, and that's just how he said it. So around my dad, I can completely be myself, but around my mom, it's like I have to hold a little bit in because she's like, I'm the only boy, so it's like she wanted me to be the boy, have more kids and this and that, but it's like I ain't doing none of that shit.
Right. How you feel like your parents took it, but y'all parents, it was more.
My
open
mom
about it?
was the more cool one. My daddy, he ain't like it. He more on I'm on grandkids, but. I mean, if I'm with a female, it still can happen. But, he wasn't trying to hit it. But my mom she's real cool about it, so.
The ones that beat me are clearly not my parents. But my daddy, he wasn't against it. He was just like, I don't want to see it. Like, don't bring it in front of my face. And I respected that. My stepmama and my actual mom, they were pretty cool with it. And they were just like, it's your life. You're going to do what you want to do. So.
See, I think that's my biggest thing because I got a son, and I just feel like if he was to tell me, I feel like I don't know how cool I'm gonna be about it. I'm not gonna lie, But I feel like don't put it in my face.
Right.
Like don't just bring it in my face like that. But that's my number one thing. I think I'll probably tell him like it'll be hard to accept, but I just feel like just don't bring it in my face like that. But you know, whatever you do is what you do. Cause I feel like coming up early 20s, like I was shutting that shit down. Like, man, I'm not having that shit, you know. But I feel like the older you get, you know, you just kind of be like, it is what it is, you know, like whatever y'all want to do is what you want to do. Cause I feel like for me, I was real homophobic. You know what I'm saying? I was really just like, I don't want that around me. Like, don't come around me, you know? But I feel like the older you get now, just kind of like, fuck it. Like, you know, as long as nobody coming at me, that's my main thing. Like, as long as you don't come at me, then we ain't got no problems. But I chop it up with you, you know, whatever. But that's the one thing I didn't like. I just always felt, I don't know why, I think it was like a stigma or something. Like, you just think like, you don't want to talk to him because he might try to come at you, and now I feel like I gotta fight you now, you know? Because I feel like, you know, don't do that, you know? But that's just how, but that's another thing about the kids, like, there's nothing, no kids, nothing.
Not right
I
now.
want my kids.
Not
right now.
No kids?
I want one child, if anything. If not, I want twins, but that's it. I don't. If I don't have that, I'm good. But if I do, I'm probably gonna adopt. And I want twins, really, or a little girl.
So how y'all feel about people that would see y'all, like, you know, with the same sex, with kids and things like that, you know, because, you know,
That's on
it is what it is. Right?
Yeah, but it's
Right.
right.
Mind your business.
Right.
You ain't gotta deal with. I mean, it's my life.
Welcome to 2021.
So y'all ever feel like people ever came at y'all about it, like, you know, they see you with, you know, your boyfriend or your girlfriend, like people ever like approach y'all see people like look at y'all funny or things like that in public?
I
Or
mean, people look, but you know, it's like,
not,
oh well, you know.
Yeah, they ain't gonna.
Nobody
they ain't
really
But
nobody.
then nobody never approached
Yeah,
me.
nobody
Right.
approached me either.
I don't think nobody really like brave enough, but you know they have.
you really keep some ass. I see ain't nobody really brave about that.
For real.
How y'all felt about like the stuff with Dwayne Wade and his son? But how old he was? He was like what, 8 at the time?
I mean, yeah, he was young, but you know, it's like we said before, it's more accepted now. But I know some people didn't agree with it.
I just feel like you could have waited. You could have waited, bro.
For how long though?
Because he
Okay, but it's just like
as long as I mean you accept it, but you're trying to make everybody else accept it. Like you could have waited, bro. You know, he could have waited. That's my opinion. He could have waited. I mean, because like I said, as long as his parents accept it,
right.
I feel like with them trying to announce it and have him like I ain't gonna say promote it because I mean he is what he is, but like yeah, he could have waited. That's just my opinion.
I feel like it's just why wait? I mean, because at the end of the day, if with situations like that, as far as being a homosexual, you know, you don't want to wait. Because if you wait, then that child is going to, you know, hold all of that in. Then it's going to go left. It can go right. You know, with us, you know, homosexuals, it's like, if we hold it in, then we're gonna try to find somebody outside of the family who we can try to find. And then with the homosexual world, it can get really dangerous. Not knowing these people, they can be really evil at times. So it's best for you to do it in your own home with your parents, with people who you love and you can trust and they can support you. Because the outsiders, of course, they'll support you, but you know it's not the same as your parents.
Right. Ain't that really?
Like,
Your parents have to be accepting. If they're not, then it's just like your road is harder.
The thing that I don't understand about it is that because his son, he's not no celebrity or nothing, so I mean, I don't understand why he put him in the limelight like that. Especially for an 8-year-old, you know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe his son wanted to do it. I don't know.
I just feel like for me, I don't see like, I mean, I understand him coming out to the family, but I don't see you bringing it to the public eye. That's
Yeah,
why
that's what
I just feel like I said, I have a son. My son come to me and be like, hey, Dad, I'm straight. And I just feel like, okay, I got to let the public know that my son's straight. But just because, so on the opposite side, my son come out and say, you know, he's gay or whatever, then I feel like, so I'm supposed to come to the public and let them know that too. You know, I just feel like, to me, like you said, your child is a celebrity, you know. And I feel like I see Dwayne Wade kind of like dressing up, you know, with the son. And that's why I kind of draw the line. Because now I just feel like, you know, to me, my personal opinion, I feel like this is kind of where it's coming out to.
Mm-hmm.
And he piggybacking off his son.
But then another question. It's like, is homosexuality, is it dealing more with personality, or is it and like how you are, or is it dealing more with who you sleep with, because that was my problem with the whole 8-year-old thing. Like, if it's more about you sleeping with the same sex, then what does an 8-year-old have to do, with promoting it so heavy on social media and all that? Like at 8 years old, of course you might feel like you're a certain way, but you don't quite know yet. So like, I don't understand like how at 8 years old they have him
It probably
being a
was his
spokesperson for it.
personality.
Especially for
You
him.
say you already knew.
You know he's not sexual active, so
So it has little to do with who you're sleeping with. It's more of who you are as a person. Okay, cool.
Yeah, see, being homosexual, we can take anything and we can do whatever we want. That's the amazing part about being a homosexual. We can take a wedding and turn it into anything. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Rainbows everywhere. I don't have to be the typical heterosexual white dress, black, suit and all this. We can have a rainbow dress and rainbow. You know what I'm saying? We can have, wearing sandals down the aisle. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or anything.
What's with the rainbow though? Like, what's with the rainbow?
That's just a symbol of our
Right.
sexuality. The rainbow colors.
Who agreed to that?
that's probably, I don't know. It's been around for a long time.
That rainbow.
It's been around for a long
I
time.
guess it's just does that be like just multiple? I guess it's just everybody and
Yeah, it's
No.
like
No, whatever. It's
flags
free.
and stuff.
okay. I
It's
should have helped my Confederate flag. It's like being free. That's what y'all see with being free.
I went to Fort Lauderdale, boy. I was in like a neighborhood, and that's all you see, straight rainbows.
I feel like it's way more accepted now though. Like, the door is way more open now. So y'all feel like y'all that came out early if it was the way it is now today?
Yeah.
yeah.
Probably wouldn't got my ass beat.
Right. Shoot that.
14,
Shoot that.
14, that was what, 14 years ago, that was 7.
Oh yeah, 07, that would have been, yeah. And that's the thing, I feel like at least y'all got parents that, accepted of it, you know what I'm saying? Like right out the gate. Cause like I said, I would probably be that parent that'd be like, nah, dog, you're not sure. Go get you a piece of pussy first. You know what I'm saying? After you get you a piece of pussy, then come back and holler at me,
See, but if that's not what you want, you
But
can't.
yeah, and
can't force
I
it.
know, but see, it's hard for me, and I say it's harder for me to understand, Cause for me, I just feel like I don't understand why. Like, why you don't want, like, pussy so
But
good?
it started as a feeling, like you said, because you're not even thinking about the sex.
Yeah.
Right.
You just thinking like I don't like a girl, I don't like a boy.
Right.
You ain't even thinking about the sexual part.
That is true. The feeling is significant in
You ain't even thinking about the sex.
with sexuality. The sex comes, but it's you don't, like you said, you really don't know yet. So you gotta go off of feelings and emotions.
So you never been like no woman ever just pique you like, I want to see.
Nah,
Or maybe we can
I've
call it
seen
bills
it.
or
I've
something.
seen all
Nah, no, I
that.
feel like it's good. You never like when you see you had a girlfriend, like you just didn't feel no connection, like we not physically, mentally connected, nothing.
We at least connected as friends.
You feel like it was cool.
Friend.
Damn, bro. Really?
I mean,
Man, not even a little bit. So that boy, come on now. Come on now.
come on, man, we barely kissed.
That was part of all this other. Gotta do it pics. Yeah, we still young. Just kiss him on the cheek.
I wouldn't do this, but quick question, does Louisiana allow like for
To get married?
Yeah.
I don't think
I don't think so.
Louisiana is a slave state, so they're not gonna allow it unless they can figure out how to
Make money off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Which I feel like they should be pushing it because I feel like the way it's going now, I mean, they
It should be
population control.
legal
So.
everywhere. No shit.
But how y'all feel about it putting it on cartoons and pushing it now
I
as
don't
much as they?
like that.
Yeah,
I don't like
that's
that. I don't want my
not
nephews watching that. I act a certain way around my nephews. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want them to accidentally call me TT or something. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. Or it's just I don't know. I don't want to push it on. And when I see stuff like that, I change it or something like that. Like, because they love what's that show, man? It's one of them shows, and they was up there doing the butt dance or something like that. I'm like, what? No, we're not gonna learn about that right now. We're gonna go do some ABCs or something.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have to really act a certain way, but I have a little brother, and I also have a transgender sibling. So it was just like on some, don't do too much around because I don't want it to influence or like make,
Right.
mess him up in the head type. I'm like, I ain't really have changed it. But he's like, as he's getting older, he understands. Like, my sister was like, you know, started off as a stud, and then she's started on her little journey.
Transition.
And yeah, transitioning. So my brother now calls her like his brother. Like he's like, that's my brother. So like he's older, so he's understanding it more. He'll say like little things like, oh, you talking to your girlfriend? Like he understands it now. Like at first it was just like, oh, why you don't have a boyfriend, or you know, why you're supposed to be with a boy and all that stuff. But he's getting it. Like as he's getting on, he's getting it. He's like, oh, do you have a girlfriend? Like, you know, so I'm just like.
So you feel like they confuse the kid, or you just?
At first I felt like he was a little confused. But now he's getting it. So, but we didn't have to tell him. Like it went on song. No, I like girls. This. It's just like he just started saying. So he does know like, okay, you could be with a girl, you could be with a guy. Like he understands that. So.
Right. So how do y'all feel about the whole transgender, like changing the whole sex, like y'all?
It's hard.
I
Like
mean,
it's hard. That's their life, so I don't feel like
Right.
I can't do anything. But for me, it's hard because that's like somebody that I grew up. So
Right.
like sometimes I'll mess up because like her girlfriend. See, I say it like now, I say her and should be saying like him and stuff. So I get the pronouns and stuff. I'm not used to it. So I'm like, this is my sister, like you know. So I'm still kind of my whole family like really is still trying to get on that, except my mom and like the other side of my family. They got it, but. We're still trying to gather it.
Really? How you feel about the whole transgender?
and I don't really agree with it. I'm a woman and I put on men's clothes, but I know I'm a female, you know.
Right.
I'm not gonna just go, oh, because I'm wearing men's clothes, I'm gonna change and be a man, you know. It's just I don't agree with it. So.
Right. Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, it's them. I don't mind it. I don't, you know, people are gonna be people. They're gonna, you know, some people want to do that, but me personally, I'd rather be who I am.
Right. When I be seeing, you know, I be in Atlanta a lot. You know, I'll be like, what kind of fucking jobs y'all got, though? Like these titties and ass. I know this shit not cheap, though. Like how y'all all can afford this?
I think they get the same thing. Though, it's
This shit crazy.
It's a
I'm
lot
telling
of
you,
stuff that it
I'm
pertains
like, what the
to.
fuck,
Right.
where y'all working?
I done seen like just on IG, you know, you see pictures of like, you know, the before and afters, and I be like, what the fuck? Like, and I feel like that make it harder for the heterosexual because you don't know, you know? Because I feel like these surgeries getting done so good, man. Look, you know, I feel like, you know, I'm not a homosexual, but I feel like I done seen pictures. I was like, damn, this nigga actually got it. You know what I'm saying? You know, if we being honest, I'm like, damn, if I didn't know, you know, yeah, like.
Yeah, come on,
You-
man.
King of mine. Paved the way.
Oh yeah, King of Maya. That was the first one that I seen. I was just like, damn, they're really like a woman, though. Like, you know, if you don't know no better.
Like, they got some
She ended up being on Star, that show Star.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
She was on Star.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just feel like they're just a no for me though. But I feel like, do y'all feel like it's easier for like for you, Ray, if you not really change your mind, but you want to go back to men, I feel like it would be easier for you than it would say for Ted to go and be like, you know what, I'm dropping all this shit, I'm gonna try a woman out. I feel like women are more I'm not saying you would, but you know what I'm saying in general, you know. I feel like men will be more so open to like, you know, if a woman come and be like, hey, look, I done been with a woman before, you know, that was my thing, you know, but a man will be like, shit, come on, you know, because we thinking in our mind, like, shit, 2 for 1, you know? But, you know, as far as for a female, you know, for you to come and be like, you know, look, I've been with a guy before and now I'm trying to give him, I feel like women were kind of, now I feel like it's opening up more, but I feel like back then, I feel like women would more shut that down, you know, and I feel like it really is like a double standard to it, you know?
Everything a double standard with homosexuality.
Kind of, but sort of. Because, I mean, women still, no matter if I got heels on, a dress, makeup, and then I take off all of that and I look like a male the next day, they still don't try to fuck. And they know that, you know, that I was just in drag the day before. Yeah, it happens. They love to try to turn us in. But it don't work.
Right.
But, yeah.
So
I'm
do
not
that-
having babies and all that.
No. So for the baby, just going down.
Yeah, I'm a probably adopt. I'm not doing none of that extra shit. I'm not fucking up pussy. I'm not.
You can do the surrogate thing.
Yeah, maybe, but that don't always work out. you know, as it
Right.
should. You gotta pay a whole lot of money for that. So
Mhm.
I just, it'd probably be easier. Then at the same time, they got so many kids out here that parents just don't
Right,
want, you know what I'm
right,
saying? So
right.
why have my own when I could just get somebody personally made baby and
Right.
make it out?
No, that's
An
good.
Asian
Like,
baby or
yeah.
something, shit.
Y'all not scared of taking in a different personality. Like you really don't know what this baby like, you know. Because I feel like genetics is real, bro. You know, their DNA run deep. You know, because I feel like I kept myself doing stuff that I felt like I must see my daddy doing this back in the day. You know,
Mhm.
so I don't know if it's just because I seen him do it or it's really just in my DNA to do it. So
Right.
you know, I feel like with taking in a kid that you don't really know the background of the parents, you know, that could play. I don't feel like that would
Yeah.
affect.
I mean, but when you have kids around you for so long and you raise them, they tend to
Pick up.
adapt to your
Right.
ways. You know what I'm saying? And if it is the case, then that could be your child. Really,
Yeah.
if it happens, then what you gonna do? You know, you just gotta deal with it. And
So without saying no names, I just want to kind of tap in. Not saying no names, I don't have to say no names, y'all, but do they have like straight men that be like in your DMs or straight women that you feel like try to holler at
Hey,
y'all?
dudes and try to holler at me, but
What about women? Like women that's like,
it's hard. I don't know. It's like I would have to go in their DM
right?
to get them.
So you trying to turn them out? That's what you saying. You trying to turn them out? Okay.
Man,
I
they
got
got
you.
some straight girl that going.
I feel like a lot of women nowadays, I mean, it could be men too. Like I said, I'm not in that world to know, but just on the opposite side looking at it, I feel like there's a lot of women that's bi-curious.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a lot of.
But it's more so of what the next person gonna see, you know.
Right.
So
Yeah, no straight.
no,
Nah.
not really, no, nah. And I'm not the type of person to go at straight men because
Right.
honestly, I don't like straight men. They just, it's too much coming behind it, baby mamas, and you gotta hide this, and you gotta hide all that. I'd rather my man be full blown gay,
Right,
and then
already
he
out.
just be comfortable living our life, you know.
Right.
But if they was to come in my DMs, I wouldn't even play because it's too much.
Right.
Like I'm older now, you know what I'm saying? When I was younger, it was a different look, but now it's just like I'm trying to be content. I'm trying to have loyalty. You know, it's already hard out here every day to be a homosexual. So bringing a heterosexual into it is too much.
Right.
It's too
And
much.
that's what most, the ones that probably would do come to me, they're not all the way heterosexual. They just fighting it or just embarrassed, you know, to even, you know, come out, you know.
Yeah.
How you think that affect like the community with men like that who like hiding? How you think that affect them?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I already know both.
You let something out.
Both of y'all,
Go ahead.
both of y'all that had somebody popped in your head. That's why y'all laughing. Y'all know somebody like that. That's
Hey,
fighting.
cause they, like I know they give it a bad name.
they got some people that's married, have kids, and then you hear about they've been with a man. Why? You know, why bring that woman through
Right.
that pain? You know, they didn't have kids, so now your kids gotta be like, oh, well, now my daddy's, king.
Like it'll affect a lot of people and they don't see it.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen it firsthand, like with somebody, parents being together for countless amount of years, and then the dad leave for another guy, and I feel like now the kids gotta come to school, and you know we all kind of old in here, so y'all know like we said back in the day it wasn't as accepting. So when that person come to school, you know we even me, I don't look, your dad, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we cracking jokes, you know, but you know as kids you're not really thinking of the hurting the feelings and things like that. You're just thinking it's funny, you know.
Right.
But when that kid go home and you know you got to think about that, like you know you don't know what you done really, what kind of position you really put that kid in, you know. And even as a parent, I feel like it's kind of selfish, especially if you kind of been new. You know, for you to live this life for so long, having kids, getting back, knowing that you're not really what you wanted to do until you just can't fight it no more. Now you coming out, now you put your wife, your kids, you know, I feel like you put them in a bad spot.
Right.
Because now they have to kind of defend your name because, I mean, as a kid, you don't want nobody talking about your daddy, you know,
Right.
or your mama in any kind of way. So I just feel like that's kind of a bad spot that, you know, you put your family in.
Yeah.
And I feel like now it's really getting worse because I feel like a lot of men are, you know, not even gonna say coming out, they're getting exposed.
Right.
You know, a lot of men are getting exposed, and these men already got families and or not a family, kids for sure. You know, and it's like now you're putting your girlfriend, baby mom, whatever it is, and kids that got to grow up in that, you know, in that bad position to defend you in a sense, you know.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't even know what to say about it because
Pride.
yeah, it just And that's what we have to deal with in our lives. On the opposite side, just having to deal with all the extra stuff that they have going on behind them.
Right.
You know, that's why. When back in the day, I used to say, you know, I fuck with somebody, baby daddy or something, because that just means they got somewhere to go back to the baby mama after I'm done with it. Unless you're paying bills, but now it's just like that shit get old. It's tiring trying to, you know, figure out what they got going on, what's going on behind their closed doors, even though, you know. And it's too much. And then now you get older, you seeing the kids, you probably gonna, you know, work with the kids or teach the kids or something like that. You're just like, oh yeah, I'm fucking your dad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird. So me personally, I just rather be honest with myself and respect myself too.
Right.
And respect what I came out of the closet for. Like,
right. So how y'all feel about the word choices? Like, if people come out and be like, you know, use the words like punk, faggots, dyke, studs, words like that, like, do that actually offend y'all, or do y'all just be like, fuck it, or, you know?
I mean, when people say dyke, I'm like, you know, you can say stud. You ain't gotta be like,
Oh, my girl doesn't say bud.
come on, man.
You be like, yeah, I see them, the bud dads in the stove.
Like, how the same thing with nigga, like with nigga, like you let somebody people say.
Nah, I feel like we
It's all about how you use the word. Though.
Yeah, I feel like we let that
It's
slide.
all about if it ain't the wrong use. It's all about how you use it.
that's how I feel. Like,
The intent behind it.
That,
The intent behind it.
Yeah.
yeah. But I ain't gonna lie to you. When a white person say nigga, I'm shit. I used to be okay with it, but now, nah. Oh no, I don't give a shit how you say it.
Nowadays.
I don't care how you say it now.
So y'all pretty much okay, everybody pretty much okay with the word choices.
Yeah, I mean, it really don't matter to me. My mama is New Orleans hood, so she called me all them names when she was pissed off. So I'm kind of used to, you know. It just like you said, it depends on how you use it. You know what I'm saying? If you coming up to me, fag, you know
Too much aggression.
Yeah, I'm like, well, what the fuck, you know? But if you making a joke out of it, I'm probably gonna say, well, nigga, you come on this side, and what the fuck you doing? You know.
I feel like that would be the thing though, because I feel like the people that be the most aggressive towards them, I feel like you might be doing it because
You can tell, like, whenever.
Oh yeah, definitely. My gaydar.
I was gonna say it, but
I knew that's what you.
I wanted to say it, but
They are the A1, telling you.
So even the men that look masculine, you can look at them and kind of tell, like.
It's one little small thing that you can just
Really?
say. I mean, and they just might be feminine. That's another thing, you know. But a lot of us, well, me, you know, on the gay guy side, they look for shit like that. So.
I feel like people confuse it too though with the feminine and, you know, because I feel like a lot of men might just, I feel like we have an idea in our mind what a man's supposed to do and carry himself and that. So when you see another man doing something that I personally feel like is not manly, I feel like don't necessarily make him.
like the repetitive, you know. It's the repetitive behavior, dog. Like, if you do it one time, cool. But if you just keep on, nah, you want to do it.
Yeah.
You know what you're doing, dog. You know
Knocking on the door, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I find that hard. But like I said, I know I got a homeboy. I feel like I feel like he's not gay, but I feel like he got more feminine ways than.
I know me like.
So how you jump this? How you jump this? Because I don't want to come out and be like, hey, you know, because I mean, we all done heard like, hey, I heard you, boy. But I'm just like, maybe y'all just saying that because y'all see the same thing I'm seeing. And I'm the type of person, I'm a proof first person. No, you gotta show me evidence. You can't just tell me, hey, you know this person. Nah, you gotta how, you know. Because I feel like the easiest way, especially for women, to discredit men now, like a woman could be hurt and just be like, oh well, I'm about to tell people, you know, that you gay, you know, or whatever. So I feel like people are gonna believe it. I think gay are gonna believe it because I feel like it's for one is kind of like a thing now, you know, and I feel like for two, people love that because I feel like it can come out from anywhere. A girl can come out and say, "Oh, I heard Trisco was gay." Somebody is gonna think, "I've been through that." You know what I'm saying? It's gonna say that somebody come out and say, "Oh, Terrence." Oh, one person out that crowd gonna say, "I knew it." You know what I'm saying? Like somebody's always gonna believe it. So it's like they waiting on it. You know? So I just feel like that. I just feel like I don't know, bro. I just don't think that's right, bro.
That's my thing.
That's why I need proof first. I feel like you gotta show me proof.
That's how I look at it, though. As a man, you can be emotional, dog. It's cool to be emotional, but there's no way you be feminine, dog. That's how I look at it.
But I feel like everybody
no way,
born with
bro.
feminine and masculine energy in them, bro.
But exactly, so a man should never display feminine energy, dog. You can be emotional. It's cool. It's
I feel
cool
like
to
a
be
man that look in the
emotional.
mirror too much, you know, that's
Yo, bro.
I feel like, bro, we all grew up with our mama, bro.
Hey, it's cool to be emotional, my nigga. But you can't, you trying to look sedity and all that, no, bro. You trying to be pretty and duck lips and all that, no.
Nah, I feel like, come on, bro. I feel like, I feel what you're saying.
Your mannerism should not be feminine, dog. That's just me, bro. That's just
But that's
me.
my thing. I just feel like, see what you saying, Doug. They might got a straight man that feel like shit. I think the Doug look cool. You know what I'm saying? And that don't make him gay. I just feel like that's what I'm saying. We all have our. I'm not saying Douglas in general because I feel like that shit is kind
Man,
of
don't
like.
catch me.
I'm not saying. I mean, me neither. But I'm saying just because we feel like Doug Lips is not manly, that don't automatically make him gay, bro. I just feel like there's a lot of stuff that I've seen men do. I just feel like I would never do
When
that.
I see it all repetitive, though, you got 5 pictures, Doug. One picture cool now, but you got 5 pictures, Doug Lips.
What do you-
I'm start questioning you.
Yeah, right. You gotta have one with you got your kids and all that. But you know what's crazy though? I think like that whole filter thing. If I see a man with too many filters,
Oh, the flowers on the filter and all that?
yeah, I feel like come
Oh,
on, bro.
that's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like, it's cool, like I say, one picture cool, bro. But if you just standing on Snapchat, that's your favorite filter on Snap, come on, now. Come on,
Who
bro.
you trying to impress, huh?
I'm just saying. I don't know, maybe a lot of men just don't want to come out, bro.
Now I feel like you know what I think.
I feel like that's the thing. They just don't want to come out.
This is my thing. Like, if you a man and you bisexual, do they like to say bisexual? That make you homosexual? Like, I don't know. Because a lot of men like to throw it off with that. They be like, "Oh, I'm like homosexual, I'm bisexual."
In a sexual sense, you are still homosexual. It might not fully be in there because, like I say, we are free. In the heterosexual world, it's straight up gay. You gotta be with a woman. Like a man gotta be with a woman gotta be with a man. But I can be gay and fuck with her if she was a tranny. Fuck with her if she was a tranny. You know what I'm saying? If she could be a tranny man, she could be a tranny woman, but I can still fuck with her because we just free. It don't matter where it's about energy, it's about vibes, it's about
Right.
you know the sex of course, but it's really about vibes and energy,
Right.
man. When we giving. Like when I first came out gay, like y'all mentioned earlier, it wasn't about sex. I had to feel this person that I was interested in to say, man, I'm really like, you know what I'm saying? Like you felt for a woman when you first had sex with a woman,
Right.
that same energy you felt for that woman, that's how I felt for me. It's not, you know.
So how y'all feel about people using like the Bible terms? You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody brought it up, you know, like being in church and you know it's not right. And,
Don't come talk
Everybody
about
gets shit all the time,
Just
man.
leave me alone, please, because I'm going to hell anyway. So don't make me go to hell on your account either. Like, just leave me alone. I mean, it's okay to preach the Bible because, of course, I love the Lord, but He not judging me is what I feel. So why are you
right.
trying to be Him? Or, taking His side? Like that's not cool.
Are you ever somebody that will approach y'all? Yeah. I know the Bible terms. You know, condemning y'all.
I
Cause
mean, when I got my ass beat,
I was like,
going to
Christian.
church. I was still mad. I was going to church faithfully after that shit. But
Yeah, I feel like that Christianity, man, they bleed it,
You
bro.
can't
Like,
force
They got
Yeah.
homosexuals in the Bible. You better read the Bible.
I had to. That's why I see me.
You better read the Bible. Why they had
I don't
homosexuals
fuck
in
with
the
no Bible
Bible?
shit, though. I'm gonna let y'all know. I don't fuck with no Bible shit, bro.
I'm
Like,
telling you.
I mean, I know people look at me funny for saying it, but I feel like I'm being honest. I never
I'm
read the
telling you,
Bible, and I'm not interested in reading the Bible. I just feel like I don't believe one book
Listen,
should control billions of people.
they
Like,
can't use the Bible against nobody. Because the boys had homosexuals. They had men sleeping with their daughters in there. All that. You need to read the Bible, bro.
I ain't got no interest in reading it. I tried it one time, and the words are too big. But but yeah, but I just feel like a lot of people use that Bible only when it's convenient for them.
Right.
Because I feel like you can sit here and say, oh, you're not supposed to be doing this because it's in the Bible, but the same person that's telling you that is probably doing not even married and got kids and families and all this other stuff, you know? And they telling you, yeah, what you're doing is wrong, and you reverse it back on them, but they just try to be like, yeah, but yours worse.
Right.
You know, I feel like it's always the worst, you know? Yeah, mine is bad, but yours worse, but I'm just like, it should be no worse than that. We both fucking up. You know, so yeah, I feel like at the end of the day, and that's my thing, I just feel like, I'm trying to talk about that Bible name, bro.
But you know they could come in before the Bible, man.
But I just feel like, what really is a sin? I just feel like, man, live your life, bro.
Right.
That's how I feel. And I believe in reincarnation, so if I'm fucking up, guess what? God will bring my ass right back and restore it
I
again.
ain't fucking up. I'm not.
I ain't coming back here.
Yeah, but this is your 6th time.
I ain't coming back here.
But yeah, bro, I just feel like like I said, I feel like they use the Bible when it's convenient for them. And I feel like, sum it all up, I feel like, man, live your life, bro. I feel like as long as you're happy with whatever you're doing, I don't give a fuck if you want to see with men, you want to see with women, you want to be a killer, man, do whatever you want to do. I don't condone killing. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I feel like everybody got their own avenue. Like, whatever you want to do, hey, I'm all for it, right? If you
have people who want to be hit me when they get
right, like whatever you want to do, and I feel like we going.
How y'all be feeling when the celebrities come out like after all these years? Like that chick from what's her name? From June, what it was?
June?
Yeah. Like
she gay?
no, she's transgender. She was transgender. The June chick, the white, well, she a boy, I guess.
Oh.
She was a boy, but she, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for
How
the
That's a girl.
Yeah, that's a dude.
No, it's a dude. She was playing as a girl. She played on
Umbrella
Inception and all
Academy.
that too.
Umbrella Academy.
She was a dude. She was born a dude.
Why did that girl?
Is she transitioned to a woman?
Yeah.
That's what.
Yeah, she.
Oh.
She came out like 2 weeks ago.
Oh wow.
She came out like 2 weeks ago. Like how y'all feel whenever, like I say after all this time, because she been making movies.
Yeah.
So how y'all feel like whenever they do that? You think they should have been came out?
I just wish I had no money. Shit.
Right.
I feel like a lot of celebrities do that like to promote themselves. Like I don't know.
Maybe bring themselves, like, make themselves more known at that certain time, you know? Because, I mean, they ain't doing shit right
There's
now.
always the time, and like, look, when he was about to retire, or he already retired, come with his son. Then I don't even know the last time she made, I don't know the last time she made a movie.
She on Umbrella Academy.
That's a TV series. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a series, not a movie. Yeah, but I didn't know that though. Like, that's crazy because I really thought that was a.
She come out 2-3 weeks ago.
I'm sick of this, man.
Yeah, she.
Food everything.
Because they fooling us, man. They fooling us, bro.
I mean, I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah, bro. I just feel like you see
That's
that's
the
the thing right
That's
there.
why I be saying, like, when I be in Atlanta or whatever, man, you gotta have a child. On the safe side, hey, show me pictures of your child. Yeah.
Making a dog.
You see that ID, that license. That's what I'm telling you.
It's hilarious. I feel like they're changing everything now, bro. It's hard though, bro. Like, so y'all not.
Like, just be honest though, bro. Like,
Oh, no, ain't nobody being honest no more, dog. I tell you that time I went out there and I see some of the buffest homosexuals I ever seen in my life, dog. Yeah, but like, boy.
you know the transgender stuff. Like, if you're a dude and you turn into a woman, like, be honest, bro.
But why? Though, when they feel like they already being honest with themselves with being who they are.
Transition.
So y'all feel like they should be honest about it? Come on.
If you meet a chick and you find out that's a dude, you better tell me from the jump.
Okay, you saying being honest. So
are they?
how would you feel though if you meet a guy and you find out a year later that hey, I really was born a woman, but I transitioned over.
I
You
mean,
would feel no type of way?
Nah, not really. Because
They
if I
judge.
was, yeah, I
They
mean,
judge.
it's
You
contradicting
wouldn't wanna know?
ourselves if we say
You wouldn't want to know the beginning though?
yeah, I mean, yeah, I would have wanted to know at the beginning, but I wouldn't
But if
antagonize him a lot.
if you found out at the beginning, would it
affect
affect?
me. I probably
The
be
way
a
you
little. I feel like it was being unloyal, but I mean, dishonest. I'm gonna say, but no, it wouldn't affect me after a while. I mean, I hadn't been with him for so long.
It's probably because we are heterosexual.
Our world is so
because
different.
at the end of the day, that really is a woman. So, like I said,
It was.
right.
It
Like I
was.
said,
It was.
Past
it's-
tense.
was.
right.
Right, past tense.
You would not be okay with that.
Genetics
A
change.
dude into a female,
Does
dog.
genetics change though?
And we gotta catch fire, dog. we gotta catch fire, bro.
Because if a woman transitions to a man, I mean, does the genetics change?
A
Technically,
woman
it'd still be a
transition
woman.
into a man.
Yeah, technically, it'd still be a woman.
I mean, if they're taking hormones, then it really adjusts a lot of different things with that person.
But I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna talk to no man. It's still a man. You trying to say as far as talking to it?
Talking about
So if a woman tell you like, I was once a man before, but I'm a woman now, you
Oh,
should.
black eyed peas, cuz. Oh yeah, black eyed peas. You better tell me. Well, you can't tell me from the jump, but I ain't even about to approach you. Like I'll be looking hard, dog. I'm looking hard, bro.
But what if they cover it up good? You just don't know.
Makeup. You need some makeup. They cover.
Come with the black eye.
I mean, that's something you should tell somebody from the jump, bro. Like, even if I walk up on you in the club, Yeah,
So how you feel about the women? Like, what if a stud type woman could try to talk to you? You shut that shit down?
That's not my type.
Right? You want the girly girl, like, what you after the stud type? Or
Okay,
not?
at first it was really like on some stud shit, but lately it's switching up. Like I've seen it like slowly switching up, and
You
like
see some fine ass hoes out there.
You can tell.
like the girl I'm talking to right now is
You
like
get to a point where it's supposed to be a vibe, dude. Like, probably feeling like you know, like having a person vibe.
yeah.
That's for
I
anybody.
don't feel like with anybody.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not gonna vibe with somebody just because you a woman. I feel like we got a vibe. No, fuck dog. You give me that bad energy.
You're fine now. Fuck a vibe.
Nah, bro. But I feel like that's when you just basically strictly putting it on straight physical. You know, when you strictly putting it on straight physical attraction, if you just gonna fuck somebody, you gonna fuck somebody. That just come with it. But one thing we talking more like, you know, long term, like dating wise, you know.
Especially right now, everybody
Yeah.
probably working on long term. I would hope.
Yeah. Fair enough. Uh-oh.
10%.
Uh-oh.
10%.
Uh-oh.
No long term?
No, you're talking about something. I thought it was too. I see you say long term, I see you to the lip now. Like, hey. All right, now I told you, let me know now. Let me know ahead of time. I ain't trying to have no bad summer fight club in this. But yeah, I just really feel like it's more personal, you know, like long term. I feel like you're going strictly off of physical attraction, then you're not even thinking long term with that person, you know.
That is true.
You ever went through, like, because I know me right now. I'm so fucking tired of these women, dog. I want to hurt them. I want to hurt them, I swear to God. But that's like for something else. Anyways, you ever been to a point where, like, I'm tired of men, dog. Like, I'm sick of dealing with y'all headache. I'm about to go back to women, dog.
Yeah, but it's not going back.
Do you feel like men complain a lot? Let me ask you that, because I feel like women be nagging.
Men are lazy. Men are lazy.
In what sense?
In the sense of
What
just
work, like,
being
what?
a man.
Physical, emotional, what?
I mean, they don't show emotion much, so.
Because I mean, I'm a hard worker, so I ain't lazy. I ain't lazy. in that
Just
sense.
generally, like, just stuff that, like, cleaning up, I guess I can say, like going to doctors, and, you know, just a man being a man. You know, that's what I look at it as.
Yeah, I feel like we put a lot of pressure on. A lot of men just feel like, look, I'm working, I'm bringing home the money,
That's
look,
all they
everything else shut the fuck up. You know,
That's
you handle the rest. You know.
Mhm. That's all, you know. But of course, with on my end, I would be the woman to fulfill the other end. So of course I say, oh, a man's lazy and they don't want to do this, you know. But a man gonna be a man, a woman gonna be a woman. People are gonna be people.
Right.
Yeah, that's really how I feel.
How
So
you feel, Ray? You feel like you get tired of the most? Hey, women is stressful,
They
dog.
not like it on the phone call.
You feel like you tired of it, Ray?
It do get stressful, but
You know what I think the problem is with nowadays, though? The role reversal, though. Like, everybody want, like, women want to show so much masculine energy, dog. Like, be a woman, bro. Like, a man don't want to come home to no attitude and all that. Like, man, nurture us, bro. Like, nigga just come home, why you ain't take out the trash or something? You ain't ask me what happened at work on that, dog. Like, I could be having a bad day already.
shoot, if you don't get that message sent in 5 minutes, call it, hey, what you doing? Shit, I'm at work. Damn.
All right,
And then maybe we already not emotional, so I mean, you can't get us to, like, we're not gonna feel it. We're not gonna feel where y'all coming from.
They just stressful, man. They just.
I'm trying to learn. I'm learning right now.
You know, I
I'm
feel
in the
like
learning
it'd
process.
be easier though, like for you to kind of understand both sides. You know.
Yeah, but.
Nah, I'm supposed to be pissing you off. I'm like, see what you said?
Dude, but you know.
Nah, ain't no but. They get on your.
I just want to say
face.
it, dog. I just want somebody to say it on camera. Like, women is the problem, bro. Women is the
I ain't saying
problem.
shit.
I'm just afraid.
Hold on.
What, man? No, I mean,
Bro, women are. I'm gonna
but
say
women
nobody's
require a lot of attention too. So
Man, women require a lot of
versus a
everything.
man.
So hold on, man. I feel like you gotta get some off your chest though.
Right now.
I feel like you really put a lot of emphasis on this.
No, women do like it's
What's the
women,
problem?
Women require a
Why
lot.
are women this problem?
Women require a lot, man. Ask a man what
I
he
mean,
want.
but okay.
I guarantee you, ask a man what he want out of a woman, he can probably name 3 things.
What is
Sex,
it?
food.
Fuck.
I told you, I don't care about sex and dog. I get whatever, dog. Loyalty, respect, and probably a good meal. I'm good.
But you gotta get that to receive that too.
A woman, money. You gotta have money. You gotta be emotional. Get rid of all your hoes.
You gotta be there 24/7 and still make the
a
1,000
a woman, like, real talk, dog. Every day a woman wants something new. I real talk, dog. Like, they go through different emotions every day. Men, we not like that, bro. We got the same emotion every day. Wake up and make money. Man, number one thing you want to do is wake up and make money, dog. I'm telling you, real talk. I know that's what I do. When I wake up, I'm ready to get to the money, bro. But a woman, every day, different emotions, cuz. For real, I'm telling you. You gonna learn something, bro. Different emotions.
Yeah, you agree?
Because I guarantee you, look, you
I'm
talk
talking
to
about hell.
look, I'm telling you, talk to a female before she go on a period. That week before a period is over. That's gonna get, you gonna get the real woman, cuz. What they call it? What it is?
Hey, all right.
PMSing? Hey, when a woman PMSing, that's the real her, bro.
What the boy Chris Rock said, a woman will love like a child and a like a pet unconditionally, but like a man that depends on his conditions or whatever. I think he said that shit in a stand up or something.
I feel like I did a survey on my own where I was just, all last week, I just asked women, like, what's your ideal man? You know what I'm saying? And I sweat all of them. 6 figures. That was all of them. In that ideal man, they all gave different, categories, but all of them had 6 figures.
And they
bro.
better making 5 figures.
Man, that's the thing, bro. I feel like a lot of women got this standard of they want loyalty, under my ass, be under me 24/7, and still make 6 figures. No man making 6 figures gonna be under your ass, and 80% of them not gonna be loyal, because I feel like for a woman, you only bringing in whatever you bringing in, and you want this man bringing in a large amount, pay all the bills, go to work, be under my ass, do all that. You're not getting all that, bro.
My thing is, why he gotta make 6 figures? Like, if he can take care of the house and all that, it don't matter how much you need.
But you make don't have to work.
I feel like people ask you your salary when y'all first get together, like, you gotta discuss salary.
I don't say that.
No woman
You don't need to know that.
Because I feel like people don't discuss salary, but I feel like you pay attention to that income, bro, the best way you can. Because I feel like even me, and I feel like you can see what you want about women want 6 figures. I'm not messing with a woman that don't bring it. I'm not gonna ask, but I feel like if I'm watching how you manage your money and I don't agree with it, and I bring it to your attention and it don't change, I'm gonna fall back. And I feel like that's okay to do that. The person have to bring in 6 figures, but if you out here blowing money on bags and all this other stuff, and I feel like you're not providing nothing for the future, I can't fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But you can know that from the jump, though. Like, you can know that. But in that first year, you gonna see how it is with their money.
first year, that's too fucking long. Oh, yeah, I'm broke now. You don't team me out. My credit all fucked up after that first year fucking
But y'all
around.
not in a relationship, though. I'm just saying. I'm not getting. You gotta work your way up, bro. We old now, man.
Love. Time living on love, or just however you feel at the moment? Do you feel like it's a time that you should feel like, I love this person?
Love isn't real. Love isn't real, no. I'm
You
telling
can
you.
love a person without even being with them after you didn't left them.
So after about a month, you feel, if you ever, what's the quickest you ever feel like you love somebody?
Instantly.
It's about the connection.
It's a
about the
connection.
connection, man.
It's a connection.
No. Oh,
So
instant.
as soon as you met him?
Oh, no, I ain't never.
Come on,
She
man.
out
There's
of
a
it.
difference between loving somebody and being in love with somebody.
Or somebody just having a love for him?
I can love everybody in this room, but I'm not in love with nobody.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? It's a difference.
So I still ain't gonna fit in. I feel like,
I
like
can
if I was having
in
love, probably a couple months. Now in love, that's gonna take some while.
love, where we go? Minimum.
In love?
About half a year. I'll give him half a year.
Okay.
6 months.
A year.
We move on a different time over here. So.
Yeah.
It is
I
a
see.
big time.
I can say a couple of months.
Yeah.
Hold on.
A couple of months. The gay world is
Yeah, we
short
move on a
and
different
sweet.
time.
Yeah, we don't
We all
take
want
time.
emotion and energy and all like
We trying to find the person who is equal to us. So
Mhm.
we're I guess you could say like testing the waters.
So you cut the bullshit off instantly. Cause I seen a post floating around, 2021, we ain't putting up with no bullshit, we cutting them off instantly.
Hey, I just feel like this.
You got
I feel like it's crazy. Because somebody gonna piss you off. Those folks gonna piss you off one day. You can't just cut them off because one day you just mad.
Oh, I mean,
I feel like, bro. That's the bottom of it.
Social
You
media
can't cut somebody off, man.
Social media turning sexes
Oh, yeah.
against each other.
Oh,
Real
yeah.
talk. Social media is turning sexes against each other.
Not even that, they just making everybody more
And since I'm a man, I'm gonna see it turning women against men. Because men don't live off of that shit. That's women. They tricking the women mind.
They tricking everybody.
I'm kidding.
Because somebody must have pissed you off this week.
Social media.
Okay.
So what I just said earlier before we got on camera. I'm about to make a new Instagram. Every female follow I got, every day they gotta post something about a man. Every day. I'm getting tired of getting bashed by these women and men, bro. Yeah, I'm just getting tired of getting bashed by women, bro. Like I feel like whenever they post something about a man, like they speaking about all men. I don't know why.
Most likely they are.
Like as a man, we don't go on social media and down women like that.
Let me ask you this. Do you go in your next relationship carrying a baggage of the previous relationship?
Oh no. Not
So how
trying
do
to.
you, yeah, I'm about to say, but that's, I feel like a lot of people say no, but I feel like some kind of way
Probably
we do, bro.
emotionally.
Yeah, we do bring that, bro. I feel like we do carry.
In a
Right?
sense, yeah.
You feel like you bring your. Oh.
yeah, I have. I ain't gonna lie.
How you feel like it affected it though? You was looking for something that the last person did that this new person wasn't doing, or?
I mean, when you hurt and you in love with this person, then you come to the next relationship and you thinking in your head like, oh, it'll probably happen, with this relationship.